Alrighty, let's go on ahead and take that pot plant and bring it to Danny Parker. Recording device.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
Alright. So let's go on ahead and show Danny Parker the flower.
Act casual. He's coming back.
Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? We're busy trying to protect the expo from the likes of you.
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Wow.
Very well. Heavens, what's that?
Really?
You know, one of these days I should really stop falling for that.
Hey, does this mean that the barricades can come down from Emmett's booth? Let's take that as a yes. Okay, Doc. Where have you taken Emmett now? Maybe somebody around here's seen him.
The next exhibitor on our list is Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today. Officer Parker? It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
Oh, goodness. Alright, so we don't have time. We gotta look around and ask where Emmett might be. Let's speak with this guy.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
I know just who you're talking about. Hey, just left not a minute ago. If you hurry, you might catch that.
Odd voice.
I know you're in there, Doc.
Doc? Yes, I am a doctor of marine biology, but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with Emmett?
Stop! Help! I'm being attacked!
Sonny! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors!
You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boys obviously are confusing.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please, keep it down. The expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him.
But
if you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Goodness.
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that so?
Professor Duteau, huh?
At your service.
Let me look in the bathysphere.
I think I'm gonna take a closer look at that bathysphere.
Not without a ticket, I'm afraid, sir.
Hey! Is this guy trying to bum a free ride?
No.
See that you don't. Feels good to be on the right side of the law.
Huh. Raise the bathysphere.
Take a ride in a bathysphere. Your bathysphere. I'd like to see the inside of it.
Can't get in without a ticket, I'm afraid.
Alrighty. Then, we do have tickets, so let's go on
You're not
ahead.
gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
Alrighty, let's go on ahead and use these tickets. Right here.
Here's my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What?
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
What?
Oh, give me a break.
Well then, I guess I'm going to have to lodge a complaint.
Hey, Artie.
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
The expo? Sure, but I was wondering.
Let's see. The aquarium guy won't take my ticket.
This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure, that's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
Huh.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out. Professor Duteau, this young man claims you refused to take his ticket.
Not at all. I'm only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb the ladder, and I will raise the bathysphere.
Alrighty.
Mon Dieu, what is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
Are you serious?
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later. Come down, please. The bathysphere exhibit is currently closed for repair.
I don't think so. Let's go on ahead and step on that.
Step back! You're cutting the hose!
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Hiya, folks. It's me, Techni,
Great.
News of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit, hey folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future, right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.
Alright. Looks like we're getting to the bottom of things here.
It's an old nautical superstition that crimped horse meat. Imminent doom.
It does if there's somebody inside the bathysphere, but I thought you said there wasn't anybody in the bathysphere.
There's not.
You sure?
Hey! I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? Emmett gets no air until you raise the bathysphere.
Emmett? Who?
Drop the act.
You ready to drop the act now, Jacques Duteau, a.k.a. Carl Sagan, a.k.a.
No!
I'm just gonna keep holding this air tube closed until you raise the bathysphere.
I wish you wouldn't.
Why not? There's nobody in the bathysphere, right? You know what happens when the air runs out, to both of you.
I command you uncrimp that hose!
Funny, you'd think it was you who was running out of air, not the guy in the bathysphere.
Huh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's as if you two were connected somehow.
Just stay here for a few moments longer, ladies and gentlemen. Doc will come back to his senses and,
Raise the bathysphere, Doc.
I won't do it.
Then neither will I.
let's just stay right here until Doc comes to his senses and bring the bathysphere up.
Superlords, the gears, they have become unstuck.
There, see? It was just a malfunction after all.
Malfunction. Right. Let's go on ahead and free Emmett Brown from this
Let's get you out
spear.
of there.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true.
Whoa.
Hey, you.
Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I recall, I was in the glass house talking to Carl Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him that... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
Huh.
No, I know how that is.
Greetings and
Alrighty, well, we
salutations
got
to
Emmett
all
Brown
our
back,
learned
and
guests.
we've
I am Technique
managed
News
to
of Progress,
open the,
and it is my pleasant task
the
once
exhibit
again
back
to
up.
highlight
So,
one of the great minds
let's
who
see
was
what
hard at work
young Emmett
building a
Brown
better
has to present to
tomorrow.
us.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Oh, right. Here you go.
Great. Come on, let's get up there.
It has come to this moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Just might take off and change the life of everybody in town. Could it be the very thing he's brought to share with us today? It wouldn't be the first time the world was changed by a kid barely
That
out
ought to do it. Are the block bearings all in the raised position?
Block bearings, block bearings. Raised position. Check.
Then it looks like all systems are go. Wish me luck.
Don't have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmett Brown.
Objection!
Whoa.
Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmett Lathrop Brown be terminated and forfeit by reason of insanity. I declare him to be in contempt of me, his father.
Whoa.
Where is he? Hand him over this instant! You can't hide from justice! You don't think you can shelter him?
Be reasonable.
Maybe Emmett would come out from wherever it is he's hiding if you tried the reasonable approach.
This is the reasonable approach.
Not really.
Antagonize him.
Well, if you're not gonna say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second.
Great.
You dare to disobey a direct order? I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you, directly.
I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah. If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
Ha.
You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always threshing.
Wow. Okay.
Can't you two have it out later?
You mean after he's gone through with this ridiculous stunt?
Yeah?
No!
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere.
Alright, let's
I'm
speak
counting
with
to 4.
Emmett here.
Emmett,
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
You sure about that?
just go deal with them. What have you got to lose?
That's what they said to Custer.
Alright, so what's the plan?
So, what's your plan?
I just stand here like this indefinitely. After a few centuries, the process of petrification will set in, and that'll be that.
Okay,
Wow.
that is a plan. Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence.
Huh.
He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
So, is your client prepared to make a statement?
Yeah, he says you won't listen.
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I'll listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
Fear!
Emmett,
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
Great. I'm so sick and tired of playing messenger.
you heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well,
At least give it a shot.
Father,
Son?
you've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be
What's
young.
understand?
You don't know what it's
You're
like to
a big,
have
overgrown
dreams, to have
baby who
ambitions
wants
so
everything
great
his
and
own
so
way.
powerful that they've
Scratched
got a
you.
life
I
of their
should have
own.
scratched you.
And it's
Instead
all
of
you can
letting
do
your
to
mother
hang on
indulge
for
every
dear
word
life
of
while they
your
get
ugly
Wow.
where they
Then
must.
don't
This
chalk it up
is
to your
America,
youth,
Pop.
Nigel. If
And
I
in
was not getting
America,
to your
a
age,
person
my father
doesn't
would have
have
given
to
me
do
a
what his
sound
father
thrashing.
did.
And
Isn't
good
that
for
why
him.
you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules?
Whoa.
Well, we talked. Are you happy?
Not really. That's a bit
Emmett,
harsh.
Care to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
He only, might seem impossible.
I don't know. I think you two are on the verge of a breakthrough. Okay, so he's got a strong personality.
Strong personality. Lord save us from strong fathers. Why couldn't I have been born to a nice, wimpy milquetoast?
Yeah, well, that's no picnic either. The important thing is, fathers can change.
Yeah, they can.
Says you.
Deep down, he's just worried about you hurting yourself.
No amount of physical pain could equal the pain he's already inflicted to my spirit.
Alright, well, let's speak with Judge Brown.
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
See, Your Honor, it's just that this demo is so important to Emmett.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
You sure about
That's what I'm
that?
afraid of. Emmett's just...
Stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda... good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
Wow.
Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
Yeah.
Sure, sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, and maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
Alright.
Emmett? He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... Oh, skip it.
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No, next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
Okay.
It sure is.
I'll talk to him. If he'll talk to me.
Alrighty, let's speak with Judge Brown
All
again.
I'm saying, sir, is
Motion denied.
Okay.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
I'm sure
How'd
you
your dad
have.
feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to. May I come up?
So, you think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, yes I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Pop! You're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator... Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I got a little bit choked
good.
up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator.
You got this, Emmett. All right.
Look at that! He's flying! My Emmett is flying!
Uh-oh. Oh, great. One problem leads to the next.